Life as divine dream, reading the sacred text of experience. What if both our sleeping dreams and waking life are sacred texts authored by the divine? What if every experience, emotion, and encounter carries messages designed for our growth and understanding? Just as we seek meaning in our night dreams, our daily lives offer a continuous stream of communication from the Most High, if we remain present enough to perceive it. This isn't mystical theory, but practical spirituality that transforms ordinary existence into extraordinary dialogue with the divine. Chapter 1. The dream nature of reality. Life is a dream. Similar to the dreams we experience during sleep, our encounters, inner dialogues, and emotions can all be interpreted for messages and instructions, for lessons and tests required for our edification. This understanding aligns with biblical wisdom. When Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dreams in Genesis, he recognized them as divine communications about future events. Similarly, God spoke to Jacob, Solomon, and many others through dreams throughout Scripture. Even the prophet Joel foretold a time when your old men will dream dreams, your young men will see visions, pointing to divine communication through dreamlike states. At the quantum level, this perspective finds scientific resonance. Just as quantum particles exist in states of probability until observed, our experiences exist in fields of potential until interpreted by consciousness. The observer effect in quantum physics suggests reality isn't fixed, but responsive to conscious participation, similar to how dream environments respond to dreamer awareness. When we approach life with this understanding, everything transforms. A difficult conversation becomes a lesson in patience. A moment of beauty becomes a love note from the Creator. A challenge becomes an invitation to growth. Nothing is random. Everything speaks through the quantum field of divine communication. Chapter 2. Conscious participation in the divine dream, remaining aware and mindful of the Most High, allows the opportunity to maximize the integration of this curriculum. Both our dreams and life experiences are offering messages constantly. We are in perpetual communication with the divine. This aligns with Christ's frequent calls to watchfulness and awareness. Watch and pray was his instruction, a call to maintain consciousness of divine communication in every moment. Similarly, quantum physics reveals how conscious observation affects reality at its most fundamental level, suggesting our awareness itself participates in the creation of experience. Consider how this works practically. By journaling dreams and increasing conscious attention to them, many find their dreams become more lucid and memorable. The same principle applies to waking life. Through conscious attention to the symbolic nature of our experiences, we develop greater awareness of divine communication. This isn't about escaping reality, but engaging it more deeply. It's about recognizing that immediate presence. Being fully aware in each moment allows us to read the text of our lives as it's being written. Chapter 3. Interpreting the dream of life. Just as dream interpretation reveals subconscious wisdom, life interpretation reveals divine guidance. This practice transforms everyday experiences into sacred communication. I have made a note of significant dreams in the past, but I recently started journaling more consistently. This has made my dreams more lucid and helped me to remember them better after waking. I have begun to interpret events, interactions, and emotions in my waking life with the same level and intention of observation. In a recent dream, I was reminded that my wife is my responsibility and my partner. In my dream, I was trying to help her with back pain by positioning her back to back with interlocked arms and bending forward to raise her off the ground on my back to help her stretch hers. But when I did, I realized my muscles were weak from working out. I nearly collapsed from the additional weight and shift in our new shared center of gravity. Interpretation. We have both been carrying a lot from our past, and recent events have required a lot of heavy lifting. But we are workout buddies. This profound image of a new shared center of gravity perfectly encapsulates marriage itself. Two individual lives creating a new balance point that requires adjustment and strength to maintain. In my waking life, I've interpreted that I haven't liked recent pictures that I've taken because I'm not yet comfortable with my image, the way the I perceive people's opinions about my life. It has become apparent that I am waiting for certain developments to take place in my finances and physical appearance and that of my wife, my environment, and mobility before I even expect to take pictures that I will be happy with. This realization represents a critical consciousness threshold, the moment of recognizing how I've been conditionally accepting myself. This awareness is often the precursor to transformation. The key is approaching both sleeping and waking experiences with the same interpretive awareness. Ask, what might this be teaching me? What is being communicated here? How does this relate to my spiritual growth? This mirrors the biblical practice of seeking wisdom and discernment in all things, as Solomon taught in Proverbs. Chapter 4, Present Gratitude and Future Vision. One of the most powerful practices in this dreamlike reality is cultivating gratitude for present circumstances while maintaining vision for continued growth. This creates developmental presence, fully inhabiting the now while remaining conscious of emerging possibilities. This reflects Paul's instruction to give thanks in all circumstances, while also pressing toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God. The quantum field similarly holds both present reality and future possibilities simultaneously, with consciousness influencing which potentials manifest. Consider your current life circumstance, perhaps uncertain about specific futures yet positioned exactly where divine orchestration has placed you. Aware of the significance of recent events and how they've worked in your favor, building foundations for what comes next. By returning to the present and focusing on its greatness, while cultivating gratitude to the Most High for His obvious providence, you participate consciously in the divine dream. This gratitude doesn't negate aspiration. It grounds it in appreciation of the perfect unfolding already in progress. Chapter 5, Navigating Transitions in the Divine Dream. As we've explored in our understanding of dimensions of transition, spiritual growth involves navigating thresholds of consciousness. The dream framework adds another layer to this understanding. Transitions are shifts in the dream narrative orchestrated for our evolution. Joseph and Daniel exemplify how divine dream interpretation facilitates transitions across multiple dimensions. Joseph's ability to interpret dreams through his connection with the Father transformed not only his personal journey from prisoner to ruler, but guided an entire nation through famine. When he told Pharaoh, "God has shown Pharaoh what he is about to do," Joseph recognized dreams as divine blueprints for navigating future transitions. Similarly, Daniel's interpretations of Nebuchadnezzar's dreams facilitated transitions in world empires. His explanation that there is a God in heaven who reveals mysteries demonstrated how divine connection allows us to perceive the larger narrative unfolding across time, preparing both individuals and nations for major transitions. Both men navigated personal transitions through their divine connection. Joseph from slave to sovereign, Daniel from captive to counselor. Their immediate circles experienced transitions through association with them. Finally, entire nations were guided through transitions because these men could read the divine dream communications. During our own transitions, resistance often manifests as confusion about the dream's meaning. We may struggle to interpret events or feel lost in the narrative. By maintaining immediate presence and trust in divine authorship, we navigate these transitions more gracefully. Just as David wrote, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." Remember that successful transition results in elevation and new probabilities. Rather than cycling through familiar dream patterns, conscious participation allows us to experience new dimensions of the divine dream, new levels of understanding, connection, and purpose. At the quantum level, this represents shifting into entirely new probability fields through conscious alignment with divine intention. Like Joseph and Daniel, our ability to interpret both sleeping dreams and waking experiences through divine connection determines how effectively we navigate personal, relational, and broader transitions. Their examples remind us that the Most High reveals His purposes to those who maintain connection with Him, allowing them to navigate even the most challenging transitions with confidence and clarity. Chapter 6. Christ as the Way Through the Dream. This understanding of life as divine dream, Christ's declaration, "I am the way, the truth, and the life," takes on profound meaning. Jesus represents the path of conscious alignment with divine reality, the way to navigate the dream with awareness of its true nature and purpose. Just as a dream character who becomes lucid gains freedom within the dream, alignment with Christ consciousness, which is immediate presence and focus on the will of the Most High and His word given through Scripture, brings freedom within life's dreamlike nature. We move from being unconscious participants to co-creators working in harmony with divine intention. This doesn't make the dream less real, but more meaningful. Like quantum particles that behave differently when observed, life experiences transform when perceived through Christ consciousness, the awareness of divine love and purpose underlying all experience. Conclusion: both waking life and sleeping dreams offer continuous communication from the Most High. By developing the capacity to read these sacred texts with presence and awareness, we participate more consciously in our spiritual development. From a quantum perspective, the act of conscious interpretation actually affects the meaning and manifestation of experience. Just as particles exist in superposition until measured, life events exist in fields of potential meaning until consciously interpreted. For example, discomfort with photographs might reveal conditional self-acceptance, waiting for future circumstances before embracing the present. A dream about supporting a spouse might illuminate both the challenges and strengths of partnership. Financial uncertainty paired with confidence might teach trust in divine provision. Every experience, relationship, challenge, and blessing contains messages waiting to be received. The practice of immediate presence, being fully aware of the Most High in each moment, allows us to perceive these communications and respond with gratitude and alignment. Remember, when you find yourself wondering about the meaning of experiences, return to immediate presence and awareness of the divine. The author of your life's dream is communicating with you constantly, guiding your development with perfect wisdom and love. Throughout every interpretation, the key remains being immediately present and aware of the Most High. This divine connection provides both the insight and the guidance needed to understand the sacred text of your experience. If this message about life as divine dream resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit from this understanding. Stay immediately present, move in divine love, and remember that even in uncertainty, the Most High remains your constant guide and author of your story.